Good morning. How's everybody this morning? I had a little late start today. I had to go to the doctor this morning. Well, my doctor's appointment's later this week. I had to go get poked and pee in a cup and do that stuff. So I'm a little bit late today. And let's see. Oh, there's Big Mama. I was gonna revisit in fact, Big Mama, there's one in the journal you sent me, and I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. That hidden journal spot, but I'm not up to that today. I'm still a little weary from the road trip, so I want to do something that is completely, I don't have to use my brain. So I got out some of these glue papers, after you glue on them, then you can fold them in half. And I thought we would just collage on them today and talk and just do some fun stuff. And then, so I'm going to craft for a little bit. Hey, Mike, just finished breakfast. I thought we would craft for a little bit and then I know some of you go and look at Big Mama's channel and you've probably already seen this, but I bought Daisy's Dreams Journal, Miss Daisy from Big Mama, and she came while I was gone in this beautiful box that you made, Big Mama. And I'm guessing it's another recycled box that you've repurposed into this gorgeous box. And I was looking at the journal. Oh, hi, Mimi or Misty. I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you Mimi. Hi, Misty. I'm glad you're here. Um, Too hot. And I noticed that she hadn't signed the journal and I was disappointed. Yep, it looks like a cereal box. But then I looked on the back and she signed it right here, handmade by Sandy Moore, 2023. So, after we do a little bit of crafting, and it's not going to be anything big today, I'm still a little, like I said, oh, Velvet, I'm so glad you're here. Um, yeah, my head's still a little fuzzy, and so Big Mama, I need a special box. Well, she can make you one. I'm telling you what, this is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's so sturdy, it's been fortified and anyway, so we're going to do a flip through of this journal because I don't know if all of you saw it on Big Mama's channel, but and Big Mama, there are some things. Hi, Pat. A moist and meaty box. A cat food box. um we're going to do a flip through. And Big Mama, there were a couple of techniques I saw in there that I really want to do on Art Before Breakfast. So we'll talk about that when I get into it. So for right now, let's just talk and I'll tell you about my weekend. It was not, I'm just going to pick papers off of my desk. I'm not going to do anything special. I'm just gluing stuff down. And I'm just going to pick up pieces that are laying here and glue them down. And we'll go from there. Let's see, here's one of these. So, um, oh, dog food. Good. I prefer dogs over cats. I'm a dog person. So the weekend, it was okay. Um, so a couple of things. First of all, this is only the second year for this show. This is a new one, but the area that it's in, I always have good shows there. Um, so I thought, okay, I'll, give it a shot. Well, the attendance wasn't great. However, Saturday was a pretty good day. I sold actually quite a bit. And oh, I'm going to put down this little piece of sari silk. I sold quite a bit. Um, Met some great people. In fact, I met some people that some ladies that may come on and join us here. They may not say anything. They may just come on and watch. Like we've got 7 watching. They may come on and watch. I think that would be awesome. They may speak. They may choose to say hi. Well, see, look at there. We showed your box and got you some business there, Big Mama. And then, so Saturday was good. I had, there weren't a whole lot of people there, but the ones that were there and like coming into my booth, they were buying multiple items. Like they'd buy 3, 4, 5, even 6, things. And so that was good. My average sale price per person was really good. And I was pleased about that. And then, oh, I've got all these little papers here. At the end of the day, there was a gal who worked for I don't know if she was independent or she worked for the newspaper, but she was going around taking pictures of all the booths and stuff. Thank you for not wringing your neck. Why would I wring your neck? Why would I do that? Hey Barbie. So anyway, she came around, took pictures, and she loved my stuff. And she said, I'm going to be back because I want some of your stuff. And I said, okay. So she came back at the end of the day and she spent $200 with me. So that was a nice little boost right at the end of the day. To get a little sale like that. So oh yeah, well wait till you hear what happened on Sunday. So then before I go to Sunday, so let me tell you those bags that I made, they were very popular this weekend. Sometimes I'll go a whole weekend and not sell one, sometimes I sell several. And guess which one was the first one that sold? It was the one that we made together on this stream. Isn't that cool? It sold right away. She loved it. I know. Yep, that blue one was the first bag that sold. Which I was really happy about. I thought, oh, my girls did a good job. So I sold several bags. I sold the biggest thing I sold, the biggest quantity was night lights. I sold on Saturday, I think I sold about 10 night lights, but those always sell big. And then I also sold, believe it or not, I sold a lot of bookmarks. I had one lady come in and buy 8 of them. And she said that she was in let's do it that way. She was in a ladies group and that they were all avid readers and that those bookmarks, yes, my gang did help. Oh, thank you, Big Mama. Well, when you hear about the rest of the show, you'll know I need your commission. Anyway, so she bought 8 of the little bookmarks and she said she was going to give them to her lady friends, the ladies in her group for Christmas. So I thought that was really special. Let's see, I'm looking for a different piece to put right here. How about some more music? And then she bought a pair of earrings for herself too. So she bought like 9 things. And that was my experience through a lot of the show was that, people were buying multiple items. Oh no, they're still very, very popular. I sell a lot of bookmarks. Even if I even had a few people say, no, that doesn't go. Um, I read all my books or most of my books on my Kindle now, but I love this idea, and even if I just display it, it's such a you know, cute idea. So, no, I sold a lot of bookmarks. Like I said, 8 just to the one lady, and then a bunch of other people bought bookmarks too. So, I sold a lot of bookmarks. I'm gonna have to make some more. Maybe we can do that together. Um, so Saturday was a very productive day for me, and the only downside was that there weren't enough people in attendance. Had there been more buyers, I would have had a blowout day. But as it was, I had a decent day. It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. Okay, so there's one little piece that we can do something with, make a pocket out of it, or I thought your booth looked awesome. Oh, thank you. Because of the feng shui. Oh, that's funny. Um, so yeah, Saturday was pretty good. I did well on Saturday. Then Sunday came, and the community, I was told I wouldn't have a whole lot of people before church let out because it was a very, church going community and a lot of people would be in church. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And but it started at 9. So, I was there and I had a lady come in. Oh, the lady who bought the 8 bookmarks, she actually came in on Sunday morning. And that was a Sunday morning sale. And then it was real quiet. We were getting towards noon when we thought the crowd of folks just getting out of church would start coming because they said that's what usually happens. Well, it started raining. And it wasn't bad. It was just kind of sprinkling, but that always deters people from coming out. And so we had that happen. And then at around, I want to say 1:30. Yeah, it had to be about 1:30, 1:30, 1:45. Apparently the radar showed horrible, horrible. I have a tablet for games and books, but I love to hold on to actual books. Yes. Um, there was a really big squall headed directly towards us on the radar. And they were watching it. They had been watching it to see if it was, getting closer, and it was. And so at about 1:30 they called the show off. It was already raining, but not a downpour. Like it would have been okay to keep selling. But they wanted us to have time to pack up and get out of there before the heavy, because there is nothing worse than having to tear down a tent and load up your car when it is pouring rain out. So they called the show. So I had that one sale on Sunday as it, and I was kind of bummed. But I had, covered all my expenses and I was already in the black making some money by Sunday. So I didn't lose any money, which, is kind of the goal at these things. You don't want to lose money. Have a great day, Pat. Yeah, I'm sorry it rained out. I'll be at Sugar Mountain in July and in August. So maybe you can come to one of those shows. I would love to meet you at one of my shows. And those are 3-day shows. So more about that later. So yeah, so I had to shut it down and pack up. And the thing is, my husband had decided that he was going to come and help me pack up. He doesn't usually, come to my shows. And only because he works a full-time job. So for him to have to be committed to, coming on the weekends and helping me, that's just not feasible. But since it was only 2 hours away, he said, "I'll just drive over towards the end of the day and I'll help, I'll be there and then I can help you pack up and we can, stop and have dinner on the way home." And I said, "Oh, that sounds like fun." So I called him when they called the show. I said, "How far out are you?" And he said, "About an hour and a half." I said, "No sense in you coming because I'll be packed up and on the road by then." I said, "They have called the show." So he turned around and went home. And I packed up and drove home. So it was a disappointing weekend in that the weather didn't cooperate. I think had we had the Sunday, to let people come, because actually, as we were packing up, we were having some people come in saying, "What? No show?" And we said, "No, it's been canceled." The Craft Fair Hero, it's only one journal, long day, but I educated several people on journals. Yeah. I did sell one of my journals, only one. I thought I sold 3 bags, but it was only 2, but I only had 4, so I sold half my bags. And then, all those bookmarks. So it was, and then I sold earrings. I sold one of my clocks. I sold, tons of night lights. What else I sell? Some rings. All in all, it really was an okay show. I sold a little bit of everything. I sold one of my high-end necklaces that I had made a while back, but it was the girl who was taking the pictures. She came and tried it on and she fell in love and it looked so good on her. It just looked so good on her. Um, let's see, let me catch up. Big Mama, I'm a subby to your channel. I'm new to posting videos, trying this year. Yup. Sadly, the weather is bipolar lately. You got that. That's Mommy Poppins is Misty, Big Mama. Um, anyway, I didn't lose money, and that's certainly the goal is not to lose anything. If you make money, great. And I did make money. I don't want to. I did make money. It just wasn't what I would normally make in a show. So it was a good experience. I met some great people. I met some ladies who were very interested in kind of, like the paper stuff. And I told them that, I do this art before breakfast in the mornings. It's on YouTube. It's open to anybody. Gave them the channel, I wrote down the channel name for them. And I don't know if any of them are in here. I said, you don't have to talk. You can just come and listen and craft with us. And if you are on here from the show, know that this isn't typical. Usually I'm getting a lot of input and we're making stuff together and it's usually very different. But today I am still recovering from being gone from the show. So I've decided to just do a little bit of collaging. When you were showing your booth, I thought you might want to have a journal unwrapped. Um, typically what I will do if they're looking at them, um, I will go over and take one out of the package for them and show them what it is. The only reason I don't leave them open is because little kids come in and they've been eating cotton candy and they want to touch stuff. And that's why I leave the bags wrapped up too. Because they come in and use that. They destroy stuff. But I do, if they, show any interest at all, I do take one out for them and show it. because I agree. I agree. And there could have been people who were coming back on Sunday. A lot of times they'll come and look the first day and then they'll come back and buy, the next day. And, there could have been some people because there were several people very interested. Blame the kiddos. Well, they just, most parents are very attentive to their children and they'll say, look with your eyes, don't touch. And they're very good about that. Some let their kids do whatever they want. And I have to tell you, in all honesty, it is those parents that just drive me nuts because, the kids will start spinning the hands on my clock and I have to speak up and say, I try to do it nicely, hon, please don't touch the clocks. And then their parents will say, oh, yeah, 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 don't touch. But some parents just let their kids run wild at these things. Because of all the lace. Yeah. I just, oh, good morning, Cheryl. I've got kind of the show hangover. Usually the day after a show, I'm kind of wiped out when I get home. So I'm just doing some collaging and talking about the weekend. And then I'm going to show, as soon as I get this one done, I'm going to show the beautiful journal that I bought from Big Mama. And let's see, what else have I got in here? I've got this. So I'm just pulling out scraps and, oh, that's the same as that up there. Maybe I don't want, I could do this side. I'm just taking it easy today. And I had to go to the doctor this morning and, oh, the blue clock. Yeah. I sold one of the clocks. Not the blue one. She got one that had greens and blues in it. But I don't sell tons of them. I do sell them regularly, like maybe one or two at every show, but I try to keep them made up because people, like them. Let me get caught up. So Cheryl Goebel, hello. I have mine all out there. Yeah. Even at wedding shows, we had little kids handling our artwork. It's very frustrating because, I want the kids to appreciate the art. And if it's in a bag and they pick it up and look at it, I'm okay with that. Because I can take a damp cloth and wipe down that, cello bag. But yeah, it's hard. Yes, look with your eyes, not with your hand. Yep, yep. Blue clock. So yeah, I try to keep things, um, kind of. Oh, there's a green piece. Let's use that one. I try to keep things, out of reach. Now the metal stuff, like my rings, that's the other thing. The kids will all come in and want to try on the rings, and I just bite my tongue not to say anything to them. But, the reality is I can clean a ring. They're not going to hurt it. And I keep an eagle eye on them, but I don't usually say anything unless they start doing something really egregious. Let's see, what else do I have here that we want to put down now? I don't want that. It's too plain. Oh, look at that eyeball. We got to have that eyeball on here. So I'm glad you guys all came and joined me. Like I said, I had to go let the nurse poke me and draw blood this morning, and I had forgotten about it. And my appointment was 8:25, so I said, oh yeah, I'm going to need to push out art before breakfast this morning. Okay, almost done. Then we're going to look at that treasure that I got from Big Mama. Let's see what else I have in here. How about this one? So I'm just taking scraps off the desk. Yeah, I was just telling about it a little bit ago. Saturday was great. I had great sales and great people. The weather was beautiful. Saturday was great. Then Sunday came. and we didn't have such good weather on Sunday. And they ended up calling off the show at about, I want to say it was about 1:30. And so we closed up shop and went home, and that was really disappointing. So I only had one early morning sale on Sunday, and we were kind of all waiting for the church crowd to get out of church. So because that I understand is what happens, once everybody gets out of church, then they'll, come over to the event. And before that could even happen, the weather turned really bad. So, oh, hey, Kelly. Yes, please thumbs up. I have a new Marguerite Miller challenge up. Some of you, Big Mama, I loved your comment. I love seeing you write with your non-dominant hand. Yeah, it was not easy. Yeah, one of the prompts this week was to write something with your non-dominant hand. So I did. I really like this week's collage for Marguerite Miller. It was a fun one. Okay. So there we go. I quickly put together, put all these little scraps aside. I quickly put together these 3 little collages. They can be used for pockets or not bookmarks, pockets or journal cards, or I could make them into tags or horizontal belly bands. I mean, I could do anything with them, but they're done. So I've got those 3, and I'm going to put those in my box that says bases, because those will be bases for something else. All right. Now I have tons to do and behind on my morning. I'll watch the replay. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, the replay. Today is not, a barn burner of a crafty day. Okay, I'm going to put down, just so I don't get any glue or anything like that on this journal, I'm going to put down a nice muslin cloth. Plus, it'll give it a nice background. So I've got a nice muslin cloth. And like I said, some of you may have seen this on Big Mama's channel, but even still, I'm going to go through it again. Oh, I treasured every page I was going through Big Mama. So she took an ordinary box that you throw out in your kitchen every day and covered it to make a box for the journal. Isn't that just adorable? I love it. And then inside, this beautiful tissue paper, which I can use on something else. And then she also sent me, before I open this, okay, where'd it go? I know that I just had it out here. There it is. Or is it? Yeah, this is the second one. So she sent me another bag of these little goodies, which I love. And I'm looking at some of them in here, like, look at that one. Isn't that cool? There's so many in here, and I can make dangles. I'm going to have an art before breakfast where we make dangles with beads and buttons and things. And then you remember the other day when Big Mama told me to put some gold thread on it, and I said I have no gold thread. Well, I don't have any excuses anymore because I have gold thread now. Thank you, Big Mama. So those were the extra little goodies that were in the box. Now for Daisy. Look at this beautiful, beautiful tissue paper. That'll be so pretty on a tag or something. This is a repurposed Reader's Digest. And we have to start here. So she did this beautiful tassel. And when I made tassels, they were really thick. I used real thick materials. This has got a bunch. I mean, there's got to be 30 little strings hanging down, but they're real thin. And then a piece of lace around the top. And then it just goes perfectly. And then she colored the spine. Remind me, Big Mama, did you say you did this with acrylic paints? Who is Daisy? This is Daisy right here. The journal is Daisy, Miss Daisy. Big Mama named her Daisy's Dreams. Oh, good morning, Penny. I'm just going through Big Mama's journal that I purchased from her. I did a little crafting a minute ago, but Big Mama, if you're still here, remind me. Um, I think you said you used acrylic paints on the spine, but it's just so shimmery and it's just gorgeous. It's got gold and like light teals in there. It's got a mixture of colors. Metallic acrylic paint. Okay. And then the front, she used, I don't know if this was um, like modeling paste or texture paste, but she took a stencil and created texture on the front. The stencil was also used on the back, but it's just with gold paint. On the front, she raised it a little bit. And then she's got this beautiful picture here of Daisy that looks like it has glossy accents on it, so it's nice and shiny. And then a little metal something, piece of jewelry or something, as the front clasp. And then I think she said she made these paper beads. So there's, to hold it together, there is a double thing of seam binding and it's wrapped around the flower here. And then on the back, she's got an eyelet with it going through, or two eyelets. And then at the end, she's got these little paper beads and little gold toned spacers in there. So, I mean, Daisy's beauty is beautiful just looking at the front. I mean, oh, she's gorgeous. All right. And the style of this Big Mama, she is a chunky one. I mean, I just love your style. I strive to be like you because I think your crafting style is amazing. All right. First page, we've got a glassine bag and just little things like punching out the corners. I think I have a punch that'll do this. I need to use it. And it's like nothing all that fancy. They're just, this is an index card, but the beauty. And look at these little tiny pieces. It's just a little tiny piece of fabric and a little tiny piece of lace on it. Again, nothing earth shattering, but I used, oh, embossing enamel on her picture. Oh, okay. No asylum could hold us. It's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So that's up there. And then she's got a doily on the bag. And then she's got a little altered playing card. Again, just little tiny scraps. And this is stapled on. And then she's got a little poem here. And then a writing page. And again, it's just a simple piece of paper, but it's the way it's, oh, and some music paper here on the side. That's not a pocket, that's just coming up a little bit. And then some graph paper to write on. And then on this side, it is two pockets that open up to show the pretty daisies. Her style is, oh my gosh, stamps on the washi tape and then little cards. Look at that. It's just, if you look around the edges at how she has colored it, and I mean, it's just all the details. And that's I'm going to gush about your style, Big Mama, because I think it's just gorgeous. Here's another altered playing card. So I've got a couple tags there on that page. And then this is done, these little flowers. It's got kind of a rough texture. You know, the embossing powders like from Tim Holtz that are the grungy ones. That's what this feels like. I don't know if that's what it is, but I mean she's got it on this page too. But it's got texture to it if you run your finger over it. Okay, and then the next page, just very simple, little daisy page. Oh, I love this. And Big Mama, I love your technique of backing your fabrics with acetate to make them firm. So she took I think this was a hanky, cut it, stitched it all around. Well, at least stitched it here. I don't know if she stitched all around, but she at least stitched it here and stitched on a piece of acetate in the back so that it's it's stiff and it holds up. And then these are just 2 pockets. She left this open, she glued it in the middle, and then put, no matter how tall I grow, I will always look up to you. Aw. And then it's a, so that's a great technique. And then she inked around the edges of the little napkin. Next page, again, just up over the book page, she put a little writing spot and some lined paper and some book text. And the other thing I love is that on a lot of these writing pages, in the upper, I'm jelly of, oh, I know. It is. I am so in love with this. When I saw her show it, I had to have it. And then when I saw it in person and could touch it, oh. And this is the first time I've ever bought a journal from anybody. So she took this page, and I'm assuming she cut this little pattern here, edged it with gold, and then did a second one and made a couple of pockets. And in the pockets, there are note cards, envelopes with little notepads in them to write on. So there's that one. And there's this one. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And then a little piece of writing paper that she used one of those edge punches and then colored it with some ink, distress the edge. Absolutely adorable. And then down here, she made a little tuck spot. And the altered book pages are so in. This one is altered. These are not new pages. These are the book pages. Look at this. It looks like a little envelope, but what it is a writing spot. Isn't that cool? I've made these before. They're a lot of fun, but that just tucks right in there. And then again, it's graph paper, it's graph paper. It's nothing earth-shattering, but what makes it so beautiful is the edging, all of the colors and the splatters, and I mean, just the way she's, I'm over the moon about this. This is a pretty, oh, here's a technique I want to use. I'm going to steal this, not this one, but here's another little card with the punches. She was consistent with that and kind of carried that theme throughout. And again, I've never really done this. Just take little tiny scraps and glue them down. I usually try to get a one and, loop it over and try to do something fancy with it. And then look at this. Big Mama made a fan out of fabric and glued it down. Is that not adorable? Now, look at this. Have you guys ever seen this? I never have. So here's the front of the pocket. This page lifts up. This page lifts up. So every page, and they don't come out. They're actually sewed down. But it's a flip up little writing spot. Is that not the coolest thing? And then another page with just some, stickers, and it looks like these flowers on the edges were on the paper, but then she added some stickers. And look at this page. Isn't that pretty? And then she made this little tag. And Big Mama, I see you like that technique that I use too. I think it's wonderful. She's got the paper, you know how you make the and she folded it so it kind of ruffled it and used gold thread to sew through the middle. So Big Mama uses that too. And I think that this kind of thing adds so much to a project. And then she's, just got her pocket here. And here's another page where she put the little image in the upper corner. Spring unlocks the flowers to paint the laughing soil. Put another little quote in there with a little piece of lace. Now, I have to know, Big Mama. Well, I think I know what it is now that I look at it. So look at this page. Look at this is awesome. So this page has a little tab on it. And if you lift this up and pull the tab, it pulls it all the way open. And there's a page in the back. Did you stamp this and then put glossy accents over it? I love, love, love this. I absolutely love it. If you guys wait just a second, I'll see if I can put in Big Mama's page. So she took a couple pieces of paper and did that kind of concertina thing. So that's really cool. And then you've got this side too. But isn't that, I played with this for probably 10 minutes, opening it and closing it and feeling the texture. And I never thought I'd become a geek over. If you guys, hang on a second. Let me see if I can go to channel. Hang on. There she is. There's her channel. And she's got this postcard again with the punches in the corners and beautiful stuff on the back. I know. Well, we got to get Big Mama to show it. I got to figure it out. I got to reverse engineer it and figure it out. And I told her there were a few techniques that she had in this book that I really want to show if she's okay with it. And then a couple more writing pages. You can see, oh no, that's not it. That's a different book page. In some places you can see the Reader's Digest, text behind it. But she's got a couple little stickers here and just really pretty colored papers. Oh, you deserve it, Big Mama. This is just freaking amazing. Ledger paper. Look at this. This is like a little quilt, a flower that you would use on a quilt. And she stitched it down through the middle vertically and horizontally and left these open as pockets. And then in each pocket, she's got a little picture of a different flower. Is that not just stinking cute? And then she has a, doesn't feel like, it feels heavier than acetate, but whatever it is, it's clear. And she made a little frame and either sewed it or glued it down. And then she just put a little, look at that. Look at how she stenciled on the back of that. And then a really pretty image here. So that just fits in there. And another writing page. This one's fun. So she used the same stencil a lot throughout the, sewed that to the plastic too. So this goes up, this one comes down, and then you have a beautiful image. And I always have to like touch to see if they're pockets because you never know. But isn't that cute? How she did that? Then more daisy images on that writing page. Another flip up. Now this looks like this is the Reader's Digest page and looks like she put gesso over it. Oh, okay. I know, Cheryl G. Is this not gorgeous? I had to buy it. I mean, and I've never bought a journal from anybody else before. I'm a little bit of a tightwad, and I think, I can make a journal, but I saw this one and I had to have it. So she's got some lace up here, another flip up, a pocket here, and then again, more of that stenciling on that page. And then she's got this, and she just put two little pieces of washi tape to hold this on. It's just so cute. She didn't make it tissue paper over what? Big Mama, tissue paper over this? I'm not sure what you're talking about. But look at that writing space on the back. It's just cute. It's just so cute. Some little eyelet lace down here. Another writing page. Here's another writing page, and I love what she did here. She has the white or the cream colored page, and it's torn rough, and then she put some other colored paper behind it, just so on the edges it's peeking out. And this little bird and this is all on the paper. It's part of the paper. Look at this. I mean, and that's a piece of paper. That's all on the paper. Those aren't stickers. And then she put a little trim. Okay, here's one that we have to do. Oh, not gesso. It was tissue paper. I got you. I got you. Where I said it was gesso over the paper, that was tissue. Okay. I don't remember where it was, but I got you. Okay, you guys, look at this. And we may have to get Big Mama to come on one morning and show us how to do this. So here's a little, and I thought, oh, she's got like little eyelets, although they're not eyelets. But look what happens when you pull this page. And so there's little like grommets in each one, and she's strung some real thin ribbon through it, so it folds up there at the top and then folds down for writing and up for writing. And then she's got this behind it that kind of it matches. Is that not? Oh, this comes out. This is a journal card. And again, just that little bit of gold. It's just the style. It's the grungy, beautiful. I don't even know how to explain it. More writing pages and writing pages. There's another one coming up okay, that one's kind of thick. She glued a bunch of pages together there. Okay, here's another one. Look at this. This is either parts of a hanky. It's small enough it looks like a hanky, not a napkin. But look at this. If I lift this up, it opens out, and this side opens out. And again, she has backed it with the acetate so these stay firm. I think that is... Okay, Penny. I'm about halfway through this thing. We still have a little ways to go. And then she took some fabric and made a pocket, put a journaling card or a tag in, and then a pocket on the back with a little journaling card. So just, this is like a stuffed pocket. But I love this idea of sewing the acetate on the, and then a gold thread bow, onto the back of the fabric to make it stiff. It's a hanky, okay. And then some lace and trim down here at the bottom. It's just gorgeous. More of those little stickers. This one is a side pocket. And again, it's scrapbook paper, but she's got the gold splatters, and the butterflies are actually in the paper. They're not stickers. And again, just a tiny piece of fabric with some lace over it. And then on the edge of this, just kind of grungy lace. You know, it's not perfect. It's wonky, and I love it. And this little piece of fabric coming down here, and a little bit of yellow lace, and then the butterfly. It's just exquisite. This side is a double belly band. Oh, and I love this too. Look at this window envelope she took and cut it apart and made this out of it with a piece of paper in the middle there. So she just basically opened up the envelope, it looks like, and put a pocket, glued on a pocket in the middle, put some paper in there, put a little sticker or something down there, and then put something in behind the... No, I would prefer not to say, Misty. I'll let you and Big Mama, talk about that. I will tell you, I paid her what her retail asking price is, so I didn't ask for any special deals. But I'd rather not talk about Big Mama's pricing. If you want to reach out to her, I'll leave that up to her, if that's okay. I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but I just don't think it's my place to talk about Big Mama's pricing. And then we've got this other little card. So this is a double O, and the top belly band. So the back one is lace. The top one is more of that paper that's kind of ruffled up and then stitched, and then she puts some other lace on top of it. More writing pages. Look at this. There's that gold thread. I saw this and I'm like, oh, I got to stitch. I got to do some. Oh, look what this is. Look what this is. And I don't know how you make yours, Big Mama, but when I made mine the other day, it was so clunky. It because I glued the two pieces together with the card in the middle, or actually I used tape. And then I cut it and then tried to decorate it after it was cut, and it was just too clunky to do that. So I said, "No, Cheryl, that doesn't work. Figure something else out." So I did. And what I'm gonna do, and I'll do it maybe tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but I'm too wiped out. I was gonna, forget the inside card at first, glue down the two pieces, decorate front and back, and then cut it, and then just kind of open this and put glue up in there and push the card in. That seems to me to be a much quicker way to do it. I don't know how you do yours, but what I showed on my channel the other day was really clunky. It worked, but it was really clunky. But anyway, that's one of those hidden spots. Themes running throughout. Um, oh, hang on. The yellow hanky page. Oh, well, look at that. I totally missed that both times I went through it. And she's got some cards that are torn up and okay. So the yellow hanky page flips up. I missed that. That's why you got to go through these journals multiple times. More writing space, and then another little tuck spot with half the interest of a garden is the constant exercise of the imagination. And this is like a little card, but she used the edge punch and she created this cute little cluster for a tuck spot. More writing. This is kind of cute. This is, ledger paper with the writing on it, and she put that as kind of a decorative edge, and then you flip it up and have your writing space. I love that. Again, it's the little, that's how you do it. What? Oh, and a collage. This page is just all collage. I love this. This page is also a collage, but she put a enemies. If we would read the secret history of our enemies, we would find in each man's life sorrow and suffering enough to disarm all hostility, by Longfellow. So she collaged here, and then she made that little pocket. She's got this little tag. It says new adventures. This is definitely a new adventure for me. Come on. There we go. New adventures. And then look at these tiny little letters. But again, she made them flip down so you can write on them. But they're tiny little letters. Aren't those cute? And those go in that pocket too. More writing space, more writing space. This I love, love, love. So the cover here is a pocket, and in the pocket, look at the little girl. Is she not just sweet? And again, the corner punches up here. That's a theme definitely throughout the journal. So that's a pocket. And then one of those index card things. And then when you open this up, it's a scrappy little notebook. Move this over a little bit. Isn't that cute? A pocket back here with a couple of great big tickets in it. So she's got that. The hidden journal card techniques, yeah. Okay, and then this one, it will flip up. So I guess you could write back here, but there's this little tuck spot holds that in place. And then we've got, this is the page with, I remember this in your flip through, old tickets from Kansas. Oh, okay. I'm not going to spill this secret, but I had to chuckle when I saw that page. More of this where she put this down here, and then the pattern paper is kind of sticking out on the sides. These are two, they both flip up. And they've got cute little tabs on them and just some, bookmark page on the sides. I mean, like I said, none of this is earth-shattering techniques. It's the way she puts them all together, the style of taking these things that are so simple in nature, but combining them to just, I mean, it's just gorgeous. Look at this tab. It's got some sequins on it. It's got, looks like a little brass flower on it. Just adorable. And then look at this page. This is a tag, Dingy Roses. Now, I don't know what this technique is here, where you've got the golds. I don't know if you just used a pen, or is that some sort of embossing something? I don't know, but it's pretty. And then the slot that she has to put the card in, she outlined that in gold as well. Look at that. And again, it's those little details, and that's where I struggle. I do really simple things, and it's all those details. There's a tiny bit of blue on every page, lots and lots of pages. Yep. And then over the side here, we have another journaling card. Well worth every penny, Big Mama. Oh, gold leafing. Okay. And so this, she said, was tissue paper that she puts over the book page. I thought it was gesso at first, but it's tissue paper. Oh, these two pages are interesting. So here's a pocket, and she's done this little guest check, and at the bottom of the guest check, she's got another one of these fold out pages. Okay, and then the guest check. And again, with just a little scrap of fabric and a little tiny scrap of lace. That goes up there. And then this pocket down here has just a little writing page. But this technique is something I want to show you guys here. Is something that I want to do. I mean, I can figure it out. It doesn't look difficult, but, well, I don't know if that's concertina or if you glued those one on top of the other. But look at that pocket. It almost looks like it's folded like a fan, or, oh, I'll just open and pet it for a while. I don't know if I'm not a huge writer. I think I'll just pet it once in a while. And then on this page, she's got another big pocket, but she put this page down with some lace for a side tuck. And there's a little piece of paper there. Look at the back of that. And then she put little gold. It looks like maybe she has a gold pen that she went around and did gold around the edges. So again, just all the details. And then another guest check. This one says Daisy. And then another one of these fold out pieces. So I don't know if I'll be able to write in it. Just another little page. Oh, look at that. Oh, it took me a long time to figure out what this was. Oh, you just pleated it. Okay. It took me a long time. I'm like trying to lift it up. I said, no, it doesn't lift up. It's not a pocket. It's a hidden paper clip. Look at that. With some holes on the side, with some little dangly things on the side. And then it just fits over the top of the page for decoration. Isn't that just adorable? Took me a while to figure that one out, Big Mama. Look at these stamps. Oh, DAISY, Daisy. Oh, and look at this, you guys. Look at this. And I'm like trying to pick this up. It's Velcroed. So when you pick it up, she has built a little box in here. You know, it's like those like books that they hollow out the inside of it and then store money or whatever in it. She built like a little hollow box in there. And then in the box, she put this little scrappy notebook with all kinds of different papers in it. Is that not the sweetest thing? I know, Barbie. You see why I had to have this journal? And then another page there, and then the back of the book. That is Miss Daisy. It is so amazing. So you guys watch Big Mama's channel because she regularly makes journals, and she sells all the ones she makes. So you see something you like, or if you want her to make you one, reach out to her. You know, and ask her if she can make you one. But that is Miss Daisy. I am so in love with her. I just cannot tell you. I don't know how many times I went through it last night, but it was a lot. Now we just went through it one more time. And I found something this time that I hadn't seen in the previous two times. So I love it. I absolutely adore this, Big Mama. You are. Where is the journal signed? I couldn't find that. I saw the box was signed. Okay, where did you sign it? Let me find it. Not on the inside cover. Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. Handmade by Sandy Moore 2023. She did sign it. I had been looking for that, and oh, you do still have a few. Okay. So reach out to Big Mama. And Big Mama, are you okay if I give out your email to anybody who wants to reach you? I know her handwriting is, look at the box that she sent it in. She made this box, but there's her handwriting on the back of it. So if anybody wants to reach you, I can give them out. Okay. So just, you know, I'm inkedpulp@gmail.com. Just send me a note if you need Big Mama's email address. She's not on social media, so you're not going to find her on Messenger or Facebook or things like that. But I have her email address. And if you want to reach out to her and ask her about, I wrote on the Gold Guild page. Yeah, I found it. I found it. Yeah, send me an email and I'll get you Big Mama's email address. I put her channel, if you scroll back a little bit, I might still have it. I do. Here's her channel again. It was still in my cut and paste thing, copy and paste. So there's her channel. I adore Big Mama. I just simply adore her. I adore all of you guys, but I have to say Big Mama holds a special place. Even though she can be a pain in the ass sometimes. I still love her. You know I'm teasing you, Big Mama. All right, friends, we're at an hour, so that's about all. That's about all I have for today. But I'm so pleased that I could go through this with you and share it with you because first journal I've ever purchased, and I always said I wouldn't spend money on a journal because I'm cheap, and because I can make my own. But I saw this and I had to have it. So anyway, you guys have a great day. I'm going to spend some time cleaning my space because it desperately needs it. And then I'll be back in the morning with another art before breakfast. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. Thank you again, Big Mama, for everything. This is just so special to me. I will see you guys later. Bye. Thumbs up, please, if you haven't.